Hey kids, get ready for an amazing snake adventure. Today, we're diving into the wild world of snake dining to learn how these slithery creatures tackle big meals. Are you excited? Let's jump right in. Picture this. A sneaky snake spots a scrumptious meal, like a chubby rabbit or a plump bird. But oh my, there's a problem. The meal is much too big for our slim snake friend. What's a hungry snake to do? Well, snakes have a nifty trick up their sleeve. Or should I say in their jaws. Their mouths can stretch wide open, kind of like a door swinging wide. This allows them to take big bites and gobble up meals that seem too big for their bellies. Unlike our human jaws, which are connected at the front and don't stretch too far, snakes have a super special setup. Their jaws are not connected at the front, which means they can open their mouths much wider, almost like a giant hinge. Here's the really cool part. Snakes have a bunch of tiny bones in their jaws, called quadrate bones. These bones aren't fixed in place like ours. Instead, they're connected by stretchy ligaments. So when a snake wants to open wide, these ligaments stretch, allowing the quadrate bones to move apart and the mouth to open wider than you'd ever expect. But wait, there's more. Snakes also have another set of bones called the intramandibular joints. These joints allow the lower jaw to move independently, giving the snake even more flexibility to swallow those big meals. It's like having a built-in stretching machine for their jaws. So, when you see a snake opening its mouth super wide to swallow something much bigger than itself, remember, it's all thanks to these amazing bone structures and ligaments working together like a well-oiled machine. Nature sure knows how to engineer some incredible adaptations. Once the snake grabs hold of its tasty treat with its pointy teeth, it's time to slurp it down. With gentle nudges from its strong muscles, the snake slowly swallows its meal, inch by inch, until it's all safely tucked away inside. Snakes can't gulp down their food in one big bite like we can. Instead, they have to take it slow and steady. Using their powerful muscles, the snake starts to move its body around the prey, inch by inch. It's like watching a slow-motion movie of a snake slurping up its meal. As the snake continues to swallow, you might notice its throat bulging out. That's because the prey is slowly making its way down the snake's long, slithery body, getting closer and closer to the snake's tummy with each swallow. It might take some time, even hours, for the snake to finish its meal. But with each tiny movement, the snake gets one step closer to satisfying its hunger and fueling its body with the nutrients it needs to thrive. Sometimes, even snakes can bite off more than they can chew, literally. Imagine a snake coming across a meal that's just too big or too dangerous to swallow. What happens then? Well, snakes are pretty smart when it comes to deciding what's safe to eat. Before they start swallowing, they'll often use their sharp senses to check if the prey is the right size and doesn't pose any danger. But let's say a snake accidentally bites off more than it can handle. Maybe the prey is too large, or it fights back and hurts the snake. In that case, the snake has a clever trick up its sleeve. Or should I say, in its throat. Snakes have a special reflex called regurgitation. It's like hitting the undo button. If the snake realizes it can't swallow the meal, it'll quickly spit it back out. This helps keep the snake safe and prevents it from getting hurt. Regurgitation might sound gross, but it's actually really important for the snake's health. It lets them avoid swallowing something that could make them sick or cause harm. It's like the snake's way of saying, "Oops, that's not a good idea." Inside the snake's belly, it's like a big puzzle party. Their ribs are super flexible, so they can move and make space for the meal. It's like rearranging furniture to fit more friends at a party. Now, let's talk about digestion. Once the meal reaches the snake's tummy, it's time for some serious belly magic. Special juices called acids help break down the food into tiny pieces, so the snake can slurp up all the yummy nutrients. But wait, how do snakes even find these big meals in the first place? With their super senses, of course. Snakes have sharp eyes to spot prey, a strong sense of smell to sniff out food, and wiggly tongues to taste the air and track down their next meal. Thanks for joining us on this wild snake adventure. Stay tuned for more fun facts about these amazing creatures.